like walking through the fire, but I feel like after that I emerged from the ashes stronger, like a phoenix, you know. Maybe I'll title this video Phoenix, but most people don't even know what a phoenix is. A phoenix, no, not X-Men. Well, the concept of the phoenix is taken from the idea of a bird called the phoenix, that it has to be burnt in fire and then it emerges from the ashes to its full potential. Yeah, you lot ain't up on your sci-fi fantasy like that. But let's talk about that concept. Now, maybe I could write a book about this. The phoenix experience. It's kind of like the butterfly experience. The phoenix effect. I'll call it the phoenix effect. Yeah. We're going to talk about the phoenix effect. You know, that's the effect of having to go through change that you think may destroy you, but only allows you to come out more fulfilled, stronger, and ready for your future. It used to piss me off when people would say that I changed. You know, they'd be like, oh, you changed, bro. Like, you're different. You know, because for me, changing was the opposite of keeping it real. I was so conditioned against change that it almost cost me my relationship. Because keeping it real came with the pressures and expectations of others. Whenever I had to make an unfamiliar decision, I'd go through this mental checklist and reassess my realness quota and then question how others would judge my action in that specific situation. I realized that my choices weren't based on the situation. They started to become based on commitments that I'd carried over from a previous version of myself, a previous lifestyle. So then it essentially made my relationship an example of trying to plant new seeds in old soil. You know, marriage will change you. Any meaningful relationship will change you. Change is not a bad thing. Mandem, repeat after me. I think I'm talking to myself. Change is not a bad thing. When people from different worlds come together, change is inevitable. You can't cross the equator without adjusting to the time zone. Marriage tests the person you are to the point where you feel like it might break you, but then it teaches you exactly how flexible you are. Before I got married, I thought the role play ended in the bedroom. But in a marriage, it's like a day-to-day practice, you know, because at the press of the button, you're required to be so many different people. You know, one day you're the driver, next day you're the chef, next day you're the therapist, then you're the masseuse, then you're the security guard, you know, and then you're the secretary. The list is endless. And I feel like I've seen so many talks that talk about adjustment and communicating, but very few people talk about change and the consequences of it, because that's what I really struggled with it. I felt like marriage was altering my DNA, restructuring my biology, like literally turning me inside out. Because you're going to have to learn all these things that you've never been taught and pick up all these long lost arts that you've never heard of. And then at the end of it, you're going to ask yourself, am I still real though? Let me set the record straight. Keeping it real is not a mission to be the same person your entire life. Realness is about authenticity. That definition doesn't change in a relationship. It matures. You don't keep it real by rebelling against maturity and growth. Maturity is chewing on the bitter pieces of pride and taking the front row seats at the screening of your own flaws. Change wasn't about abandoning my past. It was trading my present for our future. It wasn't about losing who I was. It was an opportunity to learn how much greater I could become with the support of another person. And, you know, that experience was beautiful. The change was painful at times, you know. It was like walking through the fire, but I feel like after that I emerged from the ashes stronger. Please like, comment, subscribe, share your experience in that. I have a daily newsletter called Let Me Tell You Something About Marriage at kingsolomon.substack.com, where I share insights. A lot about marriage, but I'm thinking about expanding as well, making another section about just growth and life, but whatever resonates. But please subscribe to that and subscribe to this channel. Don't let the algorithm try to finish me, but bless.